3, 2, 1. Dual Perspectives 805. Hello, welcome back to Reactions. Hello, everybody, welcome back to another freaking reaction video.
We're going to do another reaction video.
We are here reacting today to number
seven?
8. Number 8? Well, at number 7 technically because last week.
We did have a little
so this
glitch.
will be number 7. Yeah. Yes.
All right, 7 that we're putting out.
Number 7 that we're putting out. But anyways, I'm super excited about this week, Dad. We are going to be reacting to Mark Rober. Do you know who Mark Rober is?
I have no idea.
He actually helped create a Land Rover for Mars. He's a NASA scientist, but he doesn't do NASA anymore.
And that's how he got his name?
No, I have no idea how he got his
Rover?
name. No, it's Mark Rober.
Oh, Rover
Not
make
Mark
the Rover?
Rover made the Rover.
Rover make the Rover.
This is a really cool guy. We're reacting to
Right.
Car Thieves versus the final Glitter Bomb 5.0.
Okay.
This has been happening for a long time.
Yeah.
It's a really cool.
Really?
I don't think I've seen this video actually. Maybe I have.
Well,
But I love Mark Rober. He has
me,
not. I
haven't.
love Mark Rober. I'm super excited. Let's just check it out. Okay, here we go.
This guy is stealing my package from a car, and this guy took my package off a porch. But what they don't realize is this is the final glitter bomb. Glitter Bomb 5.0. And for the final year when you lift the lid, the glitter is delivered.
Let me do a quick what the glitter bomb is.
Yes, right.
So basically, what happened was people were stealing packages off of his front yard,
Right.
Off his and that they put it
Porch,
back in. So he decided to create this package where you opened it and it would spin around and shoot glitter everywhere.
Oh, nice.
So and like do fart spray and all this stuff. So he'll talk more about it. But anyways, he made this giant thing and all
you
this
get
stuff.
more than you bargained for if you try to steal.
Yeah,
basically.
and it's funny.
All right, let's check it out.
By drones.
We'll
5 years ago, when these two stole a $6 package from my porch, little did they know that singular act, on an otherwise unremarkable lovely spring morning, would set in motion a series of events that would unleash buckets of glitter in the homes of would-be porch pirates nationwide, and eventually lead to the takedown of a $60 million international crime ring. So today, not only will I show you what happens when you combine autonomous drones and glitter, and then what happens when you get into a chess match with a bunch of car thieves, but I'll end the whole series with an update on what happened to those massive scam call centers we infiltrated and exposed in India.
So good
Now
for
that
that.
you're here, the 10
he does good things
recap
too.
is that after that package was stolen from my house, the police wouldn't do anything about it, even when presented with the evidence. So at that point, I knew that to avenge the theft, I was gonna have to use my engineering skills to go full Home Alone. And seeing how this is the final Glitter Bomb video, I think it's worth a brief recap of how the box design has naturally evolved over the years. Out of the gate in year 1, it was a simple concept where when you took the lid off the bait package, this cup would spin, unleashing a pound of the world's finest glitter. And then hidden inside to record all the action, we had 4 phones, plus a canister of fart spray in an effort to encourage the thief to get rid of the box so we could go and retrieve it. And that went pretty well, so we spent the entire next year working on version 2.0, where we doubled the amount of fart spray and drastically improved the formula, which ended up nearly killing Macaulay Culkin.
I still smell it.
We also switched to biodegradable glitter and added a meaningless countdown.
4.
And some fake police chatter.
Seems the package may be in motion as well.
Just to make things more exciting. Then for year 3, we doubled the fart spray canisters once again to a total of 4, and added a handle the thief would be tempted to grab, which we covered in that super stinky mousetrap goop. And for the previous 2 years, the package thieves would often shove the lid back on right away, which covered up the cameras. So we added these posts near the top of the box that would passively pop out, which made it impossible to put the lid back on once you'd removed it.
14. 13.
We also added flashing police lights and made a doormat that had these conductive charging contacts so we
they
could
were
keep
really
the
into
whole box
this.
fully charged until the moment it was stolen.
Yeah.
Then for Glitter Bomb 4.0, as soon as you touched the lid, it would get shot straight up into the air, compliments of these 2 boxing gloves attached to pneumatic pistons. We also added an actual car horn to make things more exciting, and redesigned the cup so that by using the centrifugal force generated from spinning, you could passively get 3 chances to shoot some glitter instead of losing it all in one single shot. Then for the porch, we built a fake planter box that would slide over and hide the package at night, so the homeowners wouldn't have to worry about bringing it in, and we were guaranteed to get it stolen in the day when the light was better. And all of that brings us to year 5, Glitter Bomb 5.0.
Oh my God,
I
that
knew
thing
this
was
was going to be the
intense.
last year, so I decided to go for broke and attempt the biggest redesign to date. And this is a terrible idea, by the way. In engineering, if something is working well enough, conventional wisdom states you should basically change nothing, but pretend like you changed a lot.
I'm sorry
And
the way
sell
he's
it for
showing
more.
an
I
iPhone right
know.
now, dude. It's so true.
Change nothing.
But then you know what they do
Totally.
is they bring down as they bring out more iPhones, they stop supporting the old ones.
Oh,
So you
right,
have to
yes.
upgrade. You know,
Yeah,
you have
I
to
know.
move forward. You can't stay back.
Computers the same way.
Yeah.
How many desktops have gone to the
Oh
wayside?
my
So for starters, last year we had
couldn't
4
even tell you.
vials
Connect
of
to
fart
the
spray
internet.
for a total of 20 milliliters,
I'm
and for this
curious
year,
what's in
because
fart
we're not
spray.
messing around,
Oh,
we
dude,
have a
the
1 liter
nastiest, most
tank.
horrible.
And for those of you keeping track at home, that's 50 times more fart spray. To pull this off, instead of using a rotating cam system like before, now we have a peristaltic pump that continually forces the fart spray through 2 nozzles and basically never lets up. And because I can't exactly explain how much worse something smells over video, this is a sensor that measures the number of particulates in the air. And the more particulates, the more intense the smell. And if we place last year's glitter bomb in the chamber, it measures 250 particulates of nastiness per liter, whereas this year's tops out at 750, which means it's not only going to last a lot longer,
Well, you
but it's
would
going to
not
be
wanna
3 times
steal
more
that.
intense. Now to house that massive reservoir
All I gotta say is don't steal packages.
Yeah, right. This should
Because
be
man,
of fart spray, we had to
someone do that
expand the
anyways, but-
footprint for the box, which means we had room underneath it to house the brains of the system on an upgraded custom printed circuit board that communicates
Are they doing
directly with all 4
3D,
phones. And quick shout out to my friends at T-Mobile, because
3D
last
printing
year we found they had the best
Yes.
coverage where we were placing the boxes, so this year they hooked us up and let us put them all
yeah,
on.
they probably do a lot of like 3D printing, and because you have to make specific parts, right?
Right, yeah.
And they probably have like a CNC machine stuff that they can use for.
Then for the glitter delivery mechanism, the idea was to hack some of these mini drones and rewrite their code to make them autonomous, where they could fly themselves without needing to be in communication with the computer. So the idea for this year is the thief would bring the bait package back to their house, then remove the lid, which would lower these 2 doors, allowing the drones to wake up and take off. And so instead of a single concentrated area of glitter from a spinning cup like before, the drones would just meander all around the house, leaving millions of tiny shimmering reminders not to take stuff that isn't yours. And as part of our code rewrite, if the proximity sensors register someone approaching, they'll just casually fly themselves to a different part of the room. And all of that perfectly sets up the checkmate, because while they're fully distracted dealing with the drones, the box starts to drastically change the room's air quality at a rate of 1 liter
no.
per minute. This design was ambitious and arguably had a much higher risk of failure in the field, but then we took it one step further by designing a sister box that could be used for a car break-in. Since I live near San Francisco, which is the smash and grab capital of the world, 2 years ago we went right into the lion's den, which placed the box in a somewhat alarming predicament.
He just
And while
shot that
tempting,
thing, dude.
it seemed
even care.
irresponsible to have a couple drones flying around inside a moving vehicle, so this box could be triggered remotely via text message and can activate the fart spray without needing to be opened. And then right before the nozzles kick in, this
Dude.
Well, then your car would smell, though. That's my concern. Oh, they wait till they take it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, they're not gonna start
I
doing
thought
their
like
own
they're
car. No, why would they?
do it? I don't know. That's what I was saying.
Why would they just be like, all right, turn the fart spray on, let it smell like doo-doo in our car? No, man, they're saying they're gonna do it to other people. When they put it in their car, they're gonna, because
Right, I see.
people will
Yeah,
see it and be like,
right.
oh no, this looks fake, and then toss it.
Yeah,
you know,
right,
instead
yeah,
of
right.
360 cam pops up to cover all the action. And if at any point the camera senses it's being tampered with, just like one of those fancy hood ornaments, it will retract itself back inside the box. So after about 10 months of designing, building, and testing, we set them out on a bunch of porches and in a bunch of cars, and we waited. And we didn't have to wait long.
People are so stupid. Like,
Neither that.
why steal packages though?
You don't even know what you're getting.
Yeah, as
A
a what
smart thief, you would think would,
do something not like. I mean, I guess packages are easy. They're easy to grab.
Yeah.
You know, you go out there, grab them. You don't
Yeah,
know what the
that's
heck you're gonna
true,
get.
but,
But
I mean, there's-
I would steal that TV right there. Like, why steal the package? Steal the TV. Like what?
I know they got a bunch of stuff in the porch.
Brand new in the
Yeah.
box, bro.
It's your guys' now.
Huh. Check it out. This is mine now, homie. This is nice, homie.
I forgot exactly what happened, but they just pulled out a gun.
Yeah, that's it. I pulled out.
The drone has totally failed.
Let's try it again.
Oh no!
15, 14, 13, 3, 2,
Should be able to
Okay,
delete
good.
that guy.
activation complete. Recovery sequence initiated.
Yeet.
And I really appreciate the hustle from these guys, especially because when all is said and done, they just decide to make this their neighbor's problem. When we retrieved this next box, as you can see, it was completely destroyed and the phones were gone. But thanks to those blazing T-Mobile network speeds, we were able to recover the following footage from the cloud.
But our neighbor here, put it down a little. Our neighbor here, the other camera. Actually, I'd love to give it to you for Christmas. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No way.
What? The new one, huh?
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
new version.
can we just leave it in the car for now?
Yeah, we'll leave it in the car for
Because
now.
we're not trying to.
I'm sorry. People are so
That's
stupid.
sad. That's sad.
Like, you gotta steal your kid presents.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
that's
sad.
just like, I mean, I understand it, but like,
Just stealing in general. I mean,
that's just, it's sad. Like,
just don't steal. You know that.
So they eventually took
she
this
just said, I'm not saying that I did anything wrong. And you're like showing your kid that like stealing is okay. Like, that's not cool. Like,
home and
don't
were
steal.
apparently pretty upfront with their kids about where they got it from.
It's a VR. Really what it is, it has the handles and everything.
So they go for like $100.
Keep it. They can get another one. Yeah.
How do you know that that's not like their kid's present? You just stole.
Yeah.
Like, you're stealing like
I know.
that's sad, man. Sad.
That's sad.
Let's open it.
This is the funny part though.
Oh my god, it's a
Mom.
Mom, I think it is a bomb.
Mom.
They just
And in
checked
addition to
it.
porches, just like in years past, we placed some boxes by group mailboxes, so that way we could track the number of Good Samaritans that will call the number on the box from year to year.
It's for me.
It's for you.
Yay.
Stupid. Just stupid. You know their room is gonna smell like fart spray
that's
forever.
Yeah, they can't.
Like, there's no getting that out.
15, 14, 13, 12.
Mom. It's a scam. I knew it. It's a scam.
It's a scam. You're a thief.
Yeah, what do you, what? Oh, it's gonna smell so bad in there.
This is great. I'm glad
15,
that
14.
You out there with him?
I said this is great. I'm glad they're getting people. You know, that they're stealing other people's things, and I just want to know what's in fart spray.
We should look that up and see what's in fart spray.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
This
2,
is them just taking it,
1.
dropping it.
Yeah.
Activation complete. Recovery sequence initiated.
Oh, they thought it was
Switching
going to
gears
be a
for a
bomb.
minute,
Yeah.
for the past 2 years, I've experimented with placing a glitter bomb in a parked car up in San Francisco because it's considered the car breaking capital of the world.
People are
And
driving.
things are so bad now, it's not even just the parked cars that are getting targeted. They average 73 car break-ins per day, and at this point, people have resorted to just leaving their doors wide open, hoping the thieves can verify for themselves that there's no valuables inside, so they won't smash the glass just to check. And for the past 2 years, while we did get the glitter bomb stolen, all we could really do was just play an alarm sound so they throw them out, because they never actually opened them in the car. And after doing some research, it turns out there's a reason for that. It's actually a fairly organized system called a fencing operation, where the cars will go out in groups, and then immediately afterwards, they'll bring it to a middleman who will pay cash in exchange for the most valuable things they steal, like laptops. But the gut punch is that important documents like a passport or pictures or
This is
plane
thrown in the
tickets
trash.
don't really hold value for the thieves, so they just get thrown in the trash. And now that we knew they didn't plan on opening the box in the car, we designed the nozzles to poke through the lid so that
This is
even
why
if
they
they
did
just threw it in
this.
the
This
back
is smart.
seat, once the proximity sensor on the bottom registered it was stolen and the box texted us, we could track them using the embedded GPS, and a simple text message back would raise the camera and activate the fart spray for 2 minutes. So we headed up to the city and placed our modified
it.
car box nice and visible in the car and commenced our stakeout. And you can see this first black car rolls up and this guy gets out and spots it but doesn't take it. And then a little while later, this beige car rolls up and he sees it too.
It's like
and
the same guy.
I know, right?
Not too long after that, this white car rolls
They have
up.
to
and
wear wear the
once
same
again,
thing.
They
Yeah,
clearly
what?
see the box, but they just leave it sitting
wear a
right
gray
there
hoodie and
without even
jeans.
breaking a window. And after observing all this, our best guess was that it was the size of the box that was spooking them. So we removed the heart and all the other critical components from the large box and placed them into a smaller box. And while it occupied a smaller footprint, it maintained all the same functionality of the bigger box while still looking like an enticing item to steal. So the next day, we put it back out on the street, but this time someone came by and actually smashed the window.
Look at this though. Look at
Why'd he go in the small window?
because he's checking the trunk.
Oh.
Because you can't see in the trunk, so he's checking the trunk.
How's he gonna get beyond the seat?
Yeah, yeah. So he's pulling the thing up, the little handle right there, and pulling it down so he can see just straight into it and check the trunk.
Okay.
It's crazy, man.
Only we didn't see them leave with the box. And our working assumption was that he just wasn't able to open the door to take it. But when we checked the footage, it told a different story.
He said he was looking.
Not only did he once again intentionally not steal a smaller box, but the real reason for breaking the small window was to pull the back seat down and check the trunk. Which means if you
This
take
is crazy. This is someone's like job. They go around smashing windows and stealing stuff. Like how unreal. That's unreal.
I gotta get to work.
Yeah.
I gotta go smash
is
some
an
windows.
absolute
Yeah.
solution to keep it from getting stolen. The reason they break these little windows so often, but it seems like nothing is missing, is because they're pulling down the seat to quickly check what's hidden from view in the trunk. And at this point, it was pretty disappointing, but we realized they'd adapted. Word must have gotten out from stealing our glitter bombs in previous years that a juicy looking box like this sitting out in plain sight is nothing but trouble. And as an engineer, I never claimed to have all the answers, but I know the process to get all the answers. And that's trying and failing and tweaking over and over again.
very true.
So while we did have a couple useless
He has
callbacks-
a cool thing that he has like for like kids. You like sign up for whatever and like pay money monthly, and he sends you things like these engineering boxes basically. Like you build stuff with him. So there's like a video he puts up.
We
and
used
you
to
can-
have Rector sets. when I
Yeah.
was growing up. Same
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
This
That's
isn't a
cool.
busted
It's something
window.
different.
We
Yeah.
also knew their MO, which meant we now
slabs.
had a plan. And that plan was to shrink the box down even further to fit it in a backpack. That did mean we had to make some compromises, like losing the camera and reducing the fart spray reservoir down to this improvised pouch. But to make sure that it was still adequate, we sprayed it on this chair, and not only did it still last for 2 minutes, but we left that chair outside to air out and confirmed a few days later it was still in real bad shape. So with renewed hopes, we once again hit the streets, this time with
He didn't
two
get
backpacks.
close to
Yeah,
it.
he was like,
Cars parked in
I'm
two
good.
different spots, and as fate would have it, they both got hit within about 5 minutes of each other.
Oh, jeez. What did they just push the
Once
window
again,
in?
you can see they're checking the trunk.
Watch, you'll see. He'll explain it. Look at this dude.
And there's two interesting things to point out here. Number one, if you look at the jacket on this guy and compare it to the jacket from the previous break-in, you can see it's the same guy, suggesting they probably work the same routes, which means they probably recognize regularly parked cars versus a new visiting car. So I felt especially honored that a trained professional like this fell for our backpack, even if it was possibly in a desperate attempt just to find a belt. And number two, you can see just how quickly it all happens, even
butt
breaking
crack.
the glass. The thing with
What do
tempered
you
glass-
what do you think so far, Dan?
I think it's really cool. I think it's totally different, not what I expected.
No, yeah,
it's
no.
still kind of humorous, but
But
love
more,
to see
intellectual.
get the bad
yeah.
guys. Yeah, no, very thoughtful.
I think it's
As
cool.
is,
I
it's
love Mark
really
Rober.
hard to break until it isn't. And while this guy looks like Iron Man here, just casually pushing his hand through, what you don't see on his palm embedded in the glove is a sharp ceramic
it's
chunk
the-
or a spike of hardened steel,
Yeah,
sort of
so
like
it just
this.
goes-
And as you can see here, if you have the right tool to concentrate the force on a really small point, it safely crumbles to nothing almost instantly. But more importantly than all that, now we had
no idea
both
you could do
boxes
that.
registering they'd been stolen.
That's
while
why-
we
that's why
tracked
they have
them
the-
both on their
the
embedded
things for, like, when you go under-
watching as they made
underwater
their
and
way
stuff.
around,
They have little
stopping
spikes and
periodically
the
to hit more
seatbelt
cars.
cutters.
Oh.
I haven't seen those yet. Covering his bucker.
And after they each drove around for about 10 minutes, we sent a command to commence operation.
Yeah, spray starts.
And unfortunately, because we had to condense everything down so small sort of
not
last
as much
minute,
spray.
the mic was in the same small box as the pump. So we don't know exactly what was said, but what we do know is that about 90 seconds after the pump started, they toss the whole bag from the car. And the best part about this is that outside the backpack, the pump and spray are actually really quiet. So the only possible way they could have located the source is if they sniff their way to the answer. And as our test showed, they'll continue sniffing it for weeks. And the second car, it was a nearly identical outcome.
I'm not doing it. God put that for me.
Well, in
Just
this
say
case,
God put that to me, bro. God didn't put you in this situation.
ran a
bro.
little
You're
quieter
so
at one point.
stupid.
We got to hear them close in on the source.
Hold on, what is that?
And about 20 seconds later, their backpack
Yeah.
met
Tossed
the
it.
exact same fate as the first. All right, so to wrap up, I'll just say that year over year, we've seen a decreasing number of package steals and a steadily increasing number of Good Samaritans. And maybe people are becoming more considerate, or perhaps everyone just knows what a glitter bomb looks like now, but I love the idea that at some point, someone's package wasn't stolen because a would-be porch pirate remembered these videos and had second thoughts. One thing that's not conjecture, however, is after so many of you actively shared our video where we infiltrated and glitter bombed those 3 terrible scam call centers in India, it got the attention of some international law enforcement agencies and from the press, and because of your efforts, those 3 centers that had each been in operation for more than a decade, doing upwards of $20 million a year, scamming the most vulnerable amongst us of their life savings, all got shut down with their top officials arrested. So thanks to all of you for watching
Wonder how
and
that
caring, and of course thanks to these.
You have a video on that, maybe we can react to
Maybe
it.
the next one we got to react to.
Yes.
See what happened with that, because that's
Being
crazy.
an engineer is the best.
Yeah,
because
I
you
think
can
this story
make
talks about.
whatever you can dream up. But what's the first step? Like, how do you get started down that path? Well, I'll tell you exactly how.
Yeah, this one he
It's called
talks
the
about.
Crunch Labs Build Box, and it gets delivered right to your doorstep every month, and then we build it together.
not a glitter bomb.
while I teach
No.
you the basics
No.
to make it work.
This is cool.
It's
I'm having
usually
helping
like
kids, you know,
unlocking
getting
yeah.
back.
a professional Mark Rober video every month where you learn a new engineering principle that will have you not just building like an engineer, but more importantly, thinking like an engineer. So you're developing resiliency and problem-solving skills. On top of that,
That's
the
neat.
toys themselves are really fun, like this super dope art machine where we learn about linkages, or in the spirit of the glitter bomb, this tripwire, which you can use to prank your family, or I suppose in some cases, yourself. So if you want to embark on this year-long journey with me, while there's still time to get it before Christmas, just head on over to crunchlabs.com or use the link in the video description, where we're giving away 2 months free as a holiday special.
Yeah, helping kids and
Yeah.
teaching about engineering and getting the
Yes.
bad guys. So yeah, it was thanks Dylan.
That was
for-
super
That was
awesome. I love
Yeah,
Mark
yeah.
Rover, Dad. What's
I
your
li-
final
I
take
like
on
him.
it?
Luke seems like a real squared away guy, real smart guy.
Yeah, he's cool. I mean, yeah, like I said, he did he was part of NASA. And he helped land the rover in Mars.
Rover did the rover.
Rover did the rover.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, awesome video. Love that
Yeah.
guy. Make sure you guys check out the original video in the link below.
definitely.
And you know, drop a
Definitely.
like, subscribe, comment.
Absolutely.
Let us know what you want us to react to
100%.
next. We'll react to
100%.
anything. I
Let
mean,
McConaughey.
to be 100%, we'll 100% absolutely. We will react to anything.
Oh yeah. Let
So
us know.
I mean, there's certain things
And
we won't
we'll
react to,
well,
but
yeah, you
mostly
see,
everything.
There you go
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
He's contradicting himself.
Some things
He
we
does
won't
that
react to,
sometimes.
but we'll
It's
react to
okay.
most things.
Because we are dual
Perspectives
perspectives
805, and we are out of here.
John,
and
that's
I'm
Dylan.
Dylan.
We
We're
are-
outie. Thank you guys for
Bye.
watching.
See you next time.